This is Migrate FileMaker session 2. And in this session, what I'm doing is I am migrating an absolute classic of FileMaker development. This is FM Starting Point by Richard Carlton. It's a massive solution. You can download it for free. It's a CRM, ERP. It has over 30 tables, tons of scripts, tons of relationships. And I wanted to put the Migrate FileMaker skill to the test. So I downloaded this and I exported the DDR. I ran the skill. I got a comprehensive migration plan. And then I did a few things that I want to show you in a little bit. But first, let me show you my progress so far. So this is the new version of FM Starting Point. This is a few hours of work. And I think it's done all the way through timesheets. And when I say done, I want to say maybe like 90% done. You have to go through every page, just like with any development. You have to go through every page, every button, every single thing, and make sure that everything is working. And then your customer has to see it and make sure that everything is working. You might think it's working, but then when your customer sees it, they might have a different opinion. But yeah, it's pretty impressive. It did a really good job of maintaining the style and reusing the components. That's one thing that I'm working on now. I'll show you that in a little bit to make sure to have that consistency. So you can click on a account. You can see all the different tabs. You can add notes. So second call to discuss FileMaker migrations. So the CRUD is working. You can click on account contact and it takes you there. Everything's related. And then the breadcrumbs will take you back to where you came from. So I can go back to the account. Estimates. You got all the line items. You got the totals down there. Notes, and invoices is similar to estimates. It has the print PDF. I don't know why the estimate doesn't have the print PDF. I gotta look at that, but it should have the same button to print as a PDF. Products and projects and so on. So it's been doing all this work for a few hours now, and all I'm doing is just saying go ahead. I'll show you how I set it up. So let me go now to my board, and this is what I have so far. So the first skill that I run is Migrate FileMaker. And that skill is going to look at the DDR. It's going to interview you as the domain expert. And it's going to use that information to then create a series of documents. It's going to create a database schema that you can run against your database of choice. I'm using SQLite because I like to deploy these things to Cloudflare. It's easy, it's cheap, basically free. And it creates an app summary with all the information about the app. And then it documents the interview and discovery answers. It creates a document with recommendations for the stack. The recommendations are cool because it also gives you options. So it tells you, for example, in my case using SQLite, it tells you what the limits are and when would you want to upgrade to maybe a Postgres database or something else. It creates a step-by-step migration plan. It designs the APIs for your data, and it creates a high-level UI spec. So all of that I'm calling the Migrate FileMaker output. And then I run a second skill. It's called the prd-builder. So that's going to look at all those documents from the Migrate FileMaker skill. And it's going to create a PRD document. And that PRD, it's basically a breakdown of all the features. And it's going to have checklists below each one. So very detailed, everything that you need to do to implement each feature. And then I have a third skill. This one I created yesterday because this has been the biggest pain when I'm using Claude to develop, is that it starts creating the styles and the components on the fly, and you start getting all these inconsistencies between the pages, and just such a waste of time trying to fix all that. So Design Builder will look at the PRD, will look at the FileMaker, Migrate FileMaker output, and it will create a design spec. This is going to have general information about the aesthetic. It's going to have a color palette, the typography, the spacing, the margins. It's going to have all that information for your design. And then it also creates a component library. So it creates all the different components, the buttons, the forms, the tables, the modal dialogues, you know, everything that makes up your application, it creates ahead of time. And this is something, everybody does this. Like, I don't know why I didn't think about this sooner. And I was like, Claude, can you please center this? Can you move this over here? Like, just create a component library and you have everything already that you need. So now this is the last part. This is what I'm working on now. I'm just using regular Claude, no skill. I'm just saying, let's cook. Go to the next phase. Implement the next chunk of work. So it's basically looking at the PRD and the design document, the component library, and it keeps building. And that's what I'm doing right now. If I can find my VS Code, here we go. And what I'm doing is I have 3 Claude sessions, and I'm splitting the work in 3 prompts, so that way I can have each session working in parallel. So this is agent 2, this is agent 3, and then you are agent 1. So now they're all working, and I've been doing this for an hour or so. At the beginning, I was just doing 1 agent at a time, and I was like, oh, this is going to take forever. So then I thought, let me just ask the agent to split the work in 3 prompts so I can just, assign it to different sessions. And it's working really well. I haven't had any issues with conflicts or them stepping on each other. So that's the last part that I need to figure out, is how can I get the developer out of the loop here and just have a process that runs, that just goes through the PRD and it keeps iterating until it's done. Now, that doesn't mean it's going to be perfect, but that means that I can go and do something else. I don't have to sit here and just keep saying, let's cook, go to the next thing, copy, paste, and do this. It's just exhausting. So anyway, I'm not complaining. This is great progress. If I can figure this out, then I can automate it a little bit more. And yeah, I mean, this is great progress. For a few hours of work, look at all this. This is crazy. Like, if I were doing this manually, I would probably still be trying to align this title here with the header and making sure these lines are all aligned. Look at this one. It's not aligned here. I would probably be manually trying to fix that. You know, now that's a component. I can just say, hey, look at this misalignment. I can take a screenshot of this and I can put an arrow there and show the agent, hey, can you fix this misalignment? And because it's in a component now, I'll just fix it one time and everything is going to look correct. So I'm very happy about this. I'm going to keep working on it. And if you have any questions, let me know. I'm happy to help. I'm very excited about this, using Claude Code to convert FileMaker solutions, because the DTRs just have so much information. It's a literal blueprint for the solution. And there are many reasons why you would want to migrate from FileMaker to something else. You might even want to create a companion app. It doesn't have to be a full migration, but maybe you want to create a companion app, and just having the DDR would make it so much easier to create a mobile app that works along with your FileMaker, or a web app that works along with your FileMaker, or whatever the case may be. So I'm very excited about this technique. If you have questions, let me know. I am happy to help, and I'll see you in the next one.